Hey guys, Silverback. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to go. It's actually 4 days since my last video. This is the August 20th at the time of recording. We're 3 hours and 23 minutes into a new day of a 4-day new period of time. I'm in a 4-day candles. I'm using Heikin Ashi type candle type. Yeah, candle type. And I'm just going to run through what I've already sold, and also just look at their status and see if I'm going to actually reverse that or just keep them in the sold column. So I'll start off with BTC. What I'm looking for here is as I go through, because I'm going to go through quickly. You can pause the video if you need to. I'm looking at the second last candle here, not the last one. There's only like 3 hours and 23 minutes into a 4-day period of data within that candle, and it's not even useful at all. So I completely ignore that. And I'll look at this one. So if this one here is green, then it might catch my attention. Otherwise, it's going to stay in the red sold column. All right. So BTC, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Solana, EGLD, AVAX, Ethereum Classic, Link, Uni. I'm going to buy. So I'll put a stop loss probably around about here, just below it. $5.84 as a stop loss for Uni. AXS is a sell. These are all sells. Atom, Cosmos, sell, dot, sell, near, sell, file, sell. Cake is a buy. I'll be buying Cake today. I'll just mark that so I can come back to it. So I would probably put a stop loss for Cake, There's all this shenanigans happening here. You can put your stop like way down here, but then, if you get a sort of a continuation of this pattern, and that repeats, you got two greens, and then it rolls over. You don't know. So let's look at this scenario here. So if that were to happen, and then we were buying over here, what I would do is I'd probably buy. Hang on, get rid of this. What I would do is probably I would have bought there once that candle closed, all right, and I probably would have put the looked at that previous thing there. Was it called the candle? I would have been stopped out there. All right, so it would have been a good level to stop out before this, and I would have saved 33% worth of losses. Wow, that's a lot. Anyway, so I'm pretty happy with that. So that's probably what I would probably look at doing here. That I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, if it goes up, great. But if it doesn't, like there it is. There's a previous candle too. I might just put it sort of down there. So I'll buy it today, and I'll put the stop loss there. If we get a repeat of this similar pattern as it's a continuation of going down, we'll be out of it before the next 30% loss. So again, a long story, but I just like to to explain a little bit of nuance when I do some of these things. So EOS is actually a buy. Again, I would put the stop loss there, but yeah, I'll squeeze it down just below this one here if there's a little bit of volatility before it ends up going up. So that's a buy. So I'll just mark that so I can come back to it later. Matic is a sell. ADA is the same. Doge is the same. BSW. The BSW is I'll be buying that today. So I got a green here, and again I'm just below the wick and below these two wicks. So I won't go that far below because again we get a repeat. I want to get out of it, reasonably early, but enough room for it has room to move around with some volatility if it decides to go up and we make some money. And I'll just mark that to come back to it. VeChain. It's stays sold. Floki stays sold. SHIB stays sold. And now that completes our top 30 market cap. Stuff that's easily tradable on Binance Smart Chain. This one runs into a little bit of a different take because you have to actually go to the native chain or find enough liquidity and right slippage on the chain you're in. But there is some people that do follow these ones and have like individual investments. So starting with Rune. So Rune is a buy, and I will put my stop loss usually around about just below here, this sort of level. If you want it to be like make sure it's got room to run. You could go lower. You could bring it below these other wicks as well. I mean, you can bring it right down to here if you want, if you really, really love the story behind it. I'm just going to sort of go to a reasonable level here. Personally, it's your personal choice. ZRO is not a buy. It's staying in the sold. Pendle is actually a buy. I will actually put a stop loss. It's usually around about here, but I might just bring it down to just below that last. If it's close by, I'll stretch it out, just so I can allow it a little bit of volatility. That's fine. Let it run a bit more without stopping me out. Hey, you know what could be a good policy is let's put it where it goes here. I don't actually have a stop loss. I've only got an alarm, so it's just gonna alert me if it starts to sort of like tap on that. So that'll bring me to the chart and just alert me. So that'll be good. Whoops, hang on, just go back to Pendle. I'll mark that so I know to come back to it. And then Balancer is not a buy. It's going to stay sold. Ink token from Pulse Chain will stay sold. Radium will stay sold. STX will stay sold. SNX is a buy. I'll be buying this, and I'll put a stop loss sort of around about here. As there is a little bit of a wick, I might just bring it down to just there, just so it can have a little bit of room to be volatile for me. I've already marked it unchecked. ORN is a stay sold. DYDX is a buy. So I'll be buying that and bringing the stop loss just below, probably around about sort of here. Now, by the way, when I'm saying around here, what you should look left. If you want to go back and pause, there's you can see it's like 97 cents. I'm not calling that out because it's very clear to read. Jupiter is not a buy. It's staying sold. Aero staying sold. Sushi staying sold. OSMO is staying sold. AEVO is staying sold. ZRX is the same. LRC is the same. ASTR is a buy. It's in a bit of a downtrend, but I ignore all that. I just go by what the current 4-day leading into the next 4-day period is looking like. It's trending up, I'll buy it, and then I'll get out once it gets shaky. You never know when these trends are going to start from, so I'm not concerned about this. So that's there's your stop loss right there. I'll mark that so I can come back to it. WAX stays sold. Hex is a buy. I'll be buying Hex, and stop loss will be this orange down here. A wrap PLS or PLS from Pulse Chain, the native token, is not a buy. PLSX is not a buy either.